Hey gentlemen, if you're single, you may want to listen up. Your perfect lady could be one swipe away on Tinder.
Let's talk a bit about Tinder. From what I gather, very popular on college campuses. People have likened it to the pre-Facebook app that Mark Zuckerberg developed, Hot or Not. A little bit controversial, of course. Would it be not more accurate, perhaps, instead of calling it a dating app, to call it a hookup app?
If you're a grown-up and you're looking for something to play with, maybe you've heard of Tinder? Yes? It's an app for your phone, and it lets you find that special someone by swiping right if you like the picture and swiping left if you don't. People say romance is dead.
I'm not here for hookups unless you are. Then we should talk.
Did you ever use it for practical uses? Was there a specific reason why you wanted to make an account?
I mean, maybe to hook up with people. I mean, I don't think I was looking for a boyfriend or anything. It was more just for fun.
I don't know. I want to hook up or just talk to girls and shit.
Well, I've honestly never even used it. I never even looked at it. I really don't even have. I don't even know what it looks like or anything about it. So.
Probably not.
Why not?
Because it's social net. Because it's online dating, and that's kind of weird. It's not natural, and seeing my roommate and his experience doing it is it's not seeming like the right way to do dating.
I just heard that there were a lot of ridiculous photos up there, so I was trying to take a gander, and I was very impressed with what I saw.
I mean, were there romantic relationships you wanted to pursue or hookups that you wanted to pursue through the application?
Depending on who I matched with, yeah. If I matched with someone who was hot, yeah, I wouldn't mind having a romantic encounter with them, but if not, then no, I don't know.
Most of the time, it's just constantly swiping no to a lot of people, which sounds shallow, but it's kind of true.
It matches up with me chatting with people, but anything more than that, it really doesn't. It's only ever been me talking with people for a day or two.
Well, I had plenty of conversations, but I actually have never met up with anybody. So it's too weird.
Lately, I've just been automatic swiping right, and actually I just pressed the like button a bunch of times.
It seems like it just kind of goes down gradually, and you'll be talking and then maybe you just don't really have anything else to talk about, or someone just stops kind of messaging back after a little while, or the date or the frequency of the text just kind of slows down, and then you just kind of forget about it and move on and continue on with what you're doing.
Well, I think I wasn't pretty active the first year, and now I finally understand why I use it and why I made it. I made it to not feel alone, because I felt very lonely. I was craving intimacy and some male attention, and the app just helped me feel validated and connected.
Yeah, I go through cycles of installing it and deleting it. I got my Tinder account back when I was a freshman. I'm a senior now. It was the buzz around campus. Everybody got one, so I got one too.
So, I mean, that's the main reason I made it, just to see what kind of booties are around the corner, if it's walking distance. Can I get some ass tonight, But I'm being very explicit. But, and in general, I still have it because, I don't know, I like seeing who's hot around here, It's so many students, not enough hot bodies though. I have this unsatisfying lust that needs to be satisfied, and
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's like nice to have it because you get to see like who's around and get to meet other people. But I don't know.
That's how we
I guess.
I think one of the reasons people use it is to feel better about themselves. Because like when you do get matched, it's like, oh yay, like someone else also thinks that I'm like worth being matched with on Tinder.
It's such an ego. It's like I'm pretty sure that most people do it just to see who will match with them. Like not even to meet up or anything. They'll just want to know, oh, like will this person match with me? Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why it's like terrible at Amherst. It's such a small school. Like if you swipe left, like. You know, it's like
if you swipe right and then you get matched with someone, like it's like, oh, so like, what's our relationship like now?
Oh, we're both down, but like, are we? Who knows?
Yeah, I feel like it's like a power struggle. Tinder's a tool of power.
Such a power move to swipe left. It's like
it's a sexual power move.
I form a completely unauthentic relationship. I can never expect it to be genuine just because it was based off a dating application where I'm basically advertising myself and my body. I would never want a relationship to begin on that basis. One time, one man, he did begin to date me first before the hooking up. And then he became very interested and invested in me, so I pushed away because I'm not looking for anything authentic or real. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's too superficial and it's too risky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I felt like I couldn't really get a sense of a person, and I didn't like the feeling of just like straight up rejecting a person and be like, oh, like this guy's like, I don't know. It was very just like, it's a very like judgmental app, if that makes sense. And I just didn't like feel comfortable being like, oh, I don't know. I felt kind of like an asshole doing it, and also it's just like I felt like you couldn't really get the whole kind of embodiment of a person just from an app. So I was like, screw this. I don't know.
I mean, like I think it can be a little damaging, just in terms of you have a group of students who go to a very small like liberal arts school, and like. If you show up on someone's Tinder, then you like, and if someone showed up on your Tinder, then you also probably showed up on theirs. Like, if you don't get matched and you swipe right, then it's like clearly obvious that person does not think the same way about you. And I think that like, and like I also think that this idea of judging people based on like 4 pictures they have on their profile, and like everyone tries to be witty on their like description, which usually doesn't work.
But isn't that just all social media though? I feel like, especially in a small school, it's like, you know everybody's Instagrams, you know everybody's Facebooks, like, it still happens. It's like, you still, like, look at people on social media and be like, oh my god, yeah, like, I want to hook up with him, he's so hot, or, like, or not, you know?
I guess.
With or without Tinder, that's what we do, or we suck.
Yeah, I think Tinder is really useful and effective. I have a number of friends who have had, relationships that came from Tinder. It sounds shallow and superficial at first, but at the end of the day, Tinder is just a sort of digitized version of what we do in real life. When we see people, we automatically make judgments about whether we find them attractive, and at least in my opinion, attraction is necessary for meaningful, non-platonic relationships, and to have love, I think you need to have attraction too. So, obviously it worked out for me. I'm dating somebody whom I met on Tinder.
Yeah, I've only had positive experiences. I think the only negative experience is like when this one time when I was like sort of rejected, when I like went into Val and I had just swiped right with this guy, and then we like made eye contact. I like walked past him, and then like a minute later I like checked my Tinder and he had unmatched me. So it wasn't like a negative experience. It's just like you then you start thinking, like you start overanalyzing, I guess, your attractiveness and other people's attractiveness, and like sometimes when I'm walking around, I like sort of picture like, okay, swipe like right, left, and like I'm in like Tindering like real time. So I think in that sense, like I was like, what the fuck, you literally saw me and matched me, like go fuck yourself. But then I realized like, well, I would probably do that too, and like, oh, you can't be offended if someone's not attracted to you.
That's a shitload of people. Oh my god, Tinder. Oh my god.
This is normal. My friends and I all have this much. But you
Holy
see,
shit.
do you see how connected you feel?
Oh my god.
Sometimes this is the only alternative for some women.
Oh my god.
Would
we
you like
definitely
to
include
see?
this.
Would you like to see my profile?
Sure.
So it says, Amandala, 19. Let me be your Oriental fantasy. Amherst College, LA Models. I'm not really part of LA Models, but you can lie. It's all deception. It's all deception.